Cheers, we are officially Canadian citizens. So yes, we are Canadian citizens. My last update on the previous video was on the 6th of December. It just said we've completed our citizenship test and we were still waiting for some of the other fields to show completed. All of those fields besides the citizenship oath, they turned to completed on the 3rd of January. On the 6th of January, citizenship oath changed to in progress. After it changed to in progress, we received an email, which is an invitation, but almost like a summons to come to the oath ceremony to complete your Canadian citizenship. On it, it's got a list of things you will need and where the venue is. And ours was in person. I think a bunch of people used to do it online the last couple of years, but it seems it has become more in person in recent times. So our ceremony was in Surrey, which is like southeast of Vancouver. It was scheduled for the 22nd of January 2025 at 11 a.m. At the citizenship ceremony, we had to bring along our invitation as well as forms of ID. In our case, it was our South African passports, but we also, as a double back or just as a backup, took our provincial IDs as well. Now, once you arrive, you're asked if you are there to take the citizenship oath or you're just there to support a loved one or a friend that's taking their oath that day. If you are taking your oath, you are led into a room. There's a entrance room and there's an exit room at the other end. So you go into the room and you sit and wait until they're ready to go through your documentation. Once they are ready, they randomly call people up. You hand them your invitation. You hand them, oh yes, your PR card that you obviously need to bring along. You don't actually cut your PR card at the ceremony, but they do take it at that stage and destroy it. We didn't actually see it get destroyed, but that's where it is taken from you. And they will also make copies of your identification documents you brought along. There's a waiver you need to sign just to say that you're still in good stead with the law. And then they will give you your form back with a number, your seat number on it. From there, you go to the ceremony hall where the ceremony is held. And there is specific seats allocated to you, so it is easier for them to line up all the oath takers when they receive their certificates. If you are a guest at the ceremony, you have to wait outside while all of this is happening. On our seats, you get a little welcome binder just to say welcome to Canada, and there's a little letter from the president that's signed at time of recording. It's still Justin Trudeau. They also have a Canadian flag for you along with a little pin, a maple leaf pin that you can wear. So everybody doing the oath ceremony is sort of in the middle of the hall with the guests. If we are, well, how do I do this? If we are sitting over here, the guests are sort of sitting around you, and the guy running the ceremony is in the front. So there's a delegate that's leading proceedings and just organizing everything. And then there's an official doing the actual oath ceremony. When that official walks in, everybody rises until he tells you thank you. You can sit down and you do just that. He also tells you that you need to remain in your seat during all the activities of the oath ceremony for it to be valid. Obviously, kids are allowed to leave. If you have loved ones or friends back there and your kids get a bit busy, you can send them outside with your friends, but you as the adult have to sit through it all. You're not allowed to leave or miss part of the ceremony. So there is opening remarks from the official, then there is the Indigenous greetings, the typical land acknowledgements. If you've lived in Canada, you would know what that is. We just acknowledge the lands of the Indigenous peoples who have been there for the years before the arrival of Europeans.
We had to make sacrifices and leaving behind family and friends, and we have had to overcome obstacles in making a new home here. Through hard work and determination, you have all succeeded, and you will soon be taking the oath of citizenship our last step in becoming a Canadian citizen. We hope that becoming a Canadian citizen is the beginning of a wonderful new journey.
Then when it's time to take the oath, everybody rises. You repeat it after the officer, and it's also on a form you can read. You have to raise your right hand while you read the oath. The oath is also done twice, both in English and French, the two official languages of Canada, of course. They do encourage you to repeat it in English as well as French, regardless of your preference, just as a sign of respect for the country you are becoming a citizen of.
Citizenship are ready to repeat the oath of citizenship.
Thank you, Vincent. Again, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear
I swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples,
First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people,
and fulfill my duties
and fulfill my duties
as a Canadian citizen.
as a Canadian citizen.
You may put your hand down for a quick rest. Allegiance
Avec de sincère allegiance
à Ses Majestés,
à Sa Majesté,
le roi Charles III.
After the oath is completed, they start from the front and take it a row at a time, that you go line up and you are presented your certificate of citizenship. It is for this reason that you have to sit on your allocated seat, because they have pre-arranged all of the certificates just to let everything run smoothly. We were not the only ceremony that day, and in our group I think there was about 64 people from 19 different countries. When you get your certificate, you shake hands with the officer that presided over the oath ceremony. He congratulates you and welcomes you to Canada, handing you your certificate, and you return to your seat. After you sit down, there's a message from the Prime Minister, a video message that plays on the projector in front or on the screen in the front.
And your journey here was unique. Whether you came here for safety, to reconnect with family, just to start a new life, you are now an equal member of our country. And as Canadians, we share responsibilities to look out for one another, to welcome those who are new here, and to respect those who are indigenous to this land, and always to leave our communities better than we found them. So as you continue your life here, remember this day when you became a citizen. And think about everything you can do every day forward to strengthen our country.
At the end of the ceremony, everybody rises again to sing the national anthem. You can sing it in English, you can sing it in French, or you can sing the official bilingual anthem. It's the bilingual anthem that plays in the background. I know the anthem, but I must say when it switched between English and French, it kind of threw me off a bit. But I tried my best. I got back on the horse. Then when all is done and you are welcome to leave, they tell you if you wish, you can go stand in the front and take a picture with the officer that presided over the ceremony in front of all the Canadian flags and the provincial flags. And if you choose to do that, once you are done, you can exit the room and you are officially a Canadian citizen. So when we actually arrived for our ceremony, there was another group leaving. I'm not sure if there was a group after us, but yeah, it seems like they process quite a lot of people in a day. I'm not sure how many days a week they are actually busy with it. So the next step for us will be to get our Canadian passports. Well, that would be the obvious next step. As I'm recording this, we should be getting our passports. It's Friday today. We should be getting our passports this coming Tuesday. You have to wait 2 business days just to make sure you reflect as a Canadian citizen on the IRCC's website. When we went to the IRCC office to go do our passports, there was actually somebody else that also attended our ceremony at that specific office today. I think I'll make a separate short video on how to apply for your passport once you are eligible. It's actually quite easy, but that is the process of our citizenship. To celebrate, we went to the Cactus Club in the area, and it's a franchise around here, just to have a celebratory lunch. And they asked us if we are celebrating something. We said yes, we became citizens. And then my wife's dessert was on the house. I'm not sure why mine wasn't, but it is what it is. It's a free dessert. Who complains? Anyway, so we are officially citizens of Canada now. Anybody busy with the process, good luck. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Cheers.